It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Jaguars and the Colts, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run the toss here to Sanders. Oh no, right at the start he loses the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And that'll move the sticks. 1st down, up to the 40.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Now he takes off. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Richardson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive and what once looked like...
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Matt Gay on now for the Colts field goal try. This from 34 yards. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. 3rd and 5. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. That's on the big man, Cam Robinson. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. 2nd down, Lawrence. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Davis heading in motion. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Lawrence going to keep this himself. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. It is 3rd and 10.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. A throw on the move is caught. They get 15 on that game. First down, Jacksonville.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A handoff here, up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Here's Gould on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. The Jags offense ready for their 2nd possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Now he'll run. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Now a run on first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now on 2nd down. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now here's Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10.
Throwing is Lawrence. Duvernay with the grab. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Colts 20-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
To throw is Lawrence. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Still first down.
Lawrence. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This one caught at the 4. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. Let's see what happens on 3rd and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still third down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on fourth and goal. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's fourth down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. On the handoff, this is Sanders. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On third down, they go with Sanders. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Colts first down.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That one taken in by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the gun, Richardson. He'll find Woods. That one is caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. Here's Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Woods. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, first and 10. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start.
From the gun, here's Sanders. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up second and 9.
Once again, it's Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Foye Aluakan with the play. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? He's got his man. That's downs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Running is Sanders. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Richardson going to look to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. To throw, it's Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
A gain of 7.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Here's Richardson, completing this one to Downs.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Here's a handoff to Sanders. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Richardson. Now a screen set up for Hull. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play for Jacksonville. And even 30 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he'll take it on in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Looking underneath, he'll find Sanders. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Second down, Lawrence. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. Third down coming up.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Lawrence now. This one deep and looking for Melton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars out front as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts leading the way again as his guys run their mark to 8-1. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to weave his way forward. That's a first down at the 44-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence to the right side. He's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And 3 at the 11-yard line.
Lawrence now on second down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this is going to set him up with first and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Lawrence. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Now it is first and goal. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Back to the ground after the penalty. And that won't help a great deal. Just a short gain there. It's second and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Now second down throw for Lawrence. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Third and goal. Throwing is Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. A second down throw for Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now Richardson. Here's a screen now for Sanders.
Richardson complete with number 36. A gain of 6 yards.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll go with a counter on first down.
Ball carried by number 20. Julian Blackman on the tackle.
They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 41.
To throw is Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And for the moment, that's a first down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. He'll try and get there on the ground. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a first down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Anton Harrison. Davis going in motion. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Draw play to the running back. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jaguars will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Looking middle, and he's got downs. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Sanders. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Sanders. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Jaguars offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange.
Holding offense.
That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. This drive will start on the ground, and he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Richardson completing this one to Downs. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 3rd down, they go with Sanders. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. To throw, it's Richardson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Browning. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll run with Sanders. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down, first and goal. Here's Sanders. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first and 10, Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll try again here, second and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Jaguars ready to punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one, returnable. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now give to Sanders, heading right.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Once again, it's Sanders. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The Colts about set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now here's Lawrence. This is intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Offense.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's Browning. And he's in. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Colts will go up by 7.
23. Jaguars 16.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Here's Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And he winds up dancing and spinning out of the tackle. Winds up getting 8 yards on that one. Good run. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is completely taking them out of the game.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Colts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Now Browning. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing, Browning. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd down, Lawrence. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. Throwing is Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Lawrence. Open man is Davis. And the Jags are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. To throw, it's Browning. That's complete. It's Sanders. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Browning now. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to throw, Browning. And this will be incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground.
That's the end.
So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Richardson operating from the pit. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Here's a screen now for Sanders. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
We're about ready now for the punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. The Colts about to kick this one away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense about ready to take over once more. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Kenny Moore.
To throw is Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
A handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner. After this, here's a 2nd and 9. Lawrence. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a run. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. And the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.